Good evening. Welcome back to Crochet with LouLou and friends. One's back here, two's over there, and one's over there. Update on Sophie. She is off the cone now from her surgery. For those of you that are joining for the first time, it's been almost 2 weeks ago. Will be 2 weeks tomorrow. Sophie was spayed and had a little eye surgery on her right eye. They call it cherry eye. So she's doing well. She's snoring behind her nanny. And so she's well. She's wild as ever. I guess by Friday evening, early Saturday, she was back to normal. Of course, they kept her overnight, and we didn't want to be away from her, but we were thankful they kept her because of watching her and monitoring her. So anyways, crochet wise, I don't think I have done any crocheting in several days. I am working on some beanies for my son, for the guys that work for him. I love this yarn. And I'm gonna hope that I can get this turned so you can see it. I'm loving the colorway. It reminds me of faded blue jeans, and then it's got just a hint of color pops in there. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love Hobby Lobby yarn. I really, absolutely, 100% love it. The only thing I don't like about the Hobby Lobby yarn, and I need a yarn winder. I've got to get a yarn winder, because sometimes after you start going down into the skein, if you pull from the center like I like to do, it kind of gives you yarn barf, and then it's bad to tangle, which it's not just Hobby Lobby yarn, it's all the yarns too. This is how far I am on one of the beanies, and I love the color. And that, sorry about the lighting, I don't have I caught a moment that I could video, and it's me. You know, there's always going to be lighting issues and earthquakes in just this house and all sorts of things. And there's where my yarn goes, on the back of the couch. I've had a good week. Went to the book club on Friday. I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. And I had suggested reading the Jane Eyre. And so this is my copy. Now, this copy I am loving. I'm loving. This is a lengthy book. There's 400 and I can't see, I can't see. There's 400 and something pages to the Jane Eyre book. And I'm loving this copy. I had a best friend she was my lifelong friend. We went to church together. We were born just a few days apart, and we were friends her whole life. She passed in 2000, and it was very difficult for her family and for her children, for me. It was just so terrible, so terrible. But her daughter and her two sons, both of her sons are friends with my son. And then her daughter, we have kept in touch for many years, and she's recently moved back close to me. And I had mentioned on Facebook that I wanted a copy of this, and I thought maybe somebody might have a used one that they didn't want anymore, and they would either sell it or pass it along. She bought me this and had it delivered, and I love it. I love the cover of it. There's Jane, and there's the the big manor. I just love it. And then on the back. And then there's also, I love it, there's 2 attached bookmarks. And I love that. So I'm able to keep track where I am in the book without removing the bookmark. And I love that. So Heather, thank you, my sweet girl. Another sweet gift I received this week. I have a cousin in Washington State, and her daughter makes all sorts of, they make metal works. I think they do woodworks, and they do caps, and they do everything. They do everything. She made this for me because I love coffee. And it says, I run on coffee and Christmas cheer. Is that not gorgeous? And see the coffee cup and the gift. And I love it. It's been on my tree. I just removed it to do this video. And I love this. I mean, I absolutely love it. So it's right there beside me where I can see it. I haven't done, like I said, I haven't done much crocheting in the last week. I think I've done so much for the craft fair. Now, the craft fair didn't go well, but I had a lady that drove about 30 something miles, I guess, and she purchased 10 beanies for me. And I was so excited because I had made the statement to some of my family, whatever I made in the craft fair was going for my son's Christmas. And I have decided this year, instead of trying to find a gift for him that I so often do, and it's not something he really needs, you know, we do that. Sometimes we buy what we want to buy for the person, and it's not what they need or what they really want. So this year, and I know it's not personal, a personal gift is something you actually buy or have made, and then you wrap it and you do all that. But this year, I'm just giving him money. So that way he can get what he wants. I was going to buy him a cabinet for our kitchen. So the reason I was going to buy him this cabinet, he takes a lot of vitamins. He's into health foods. I'm going to move you back. I know you don't want to see. Sorry about the shaking. He's into herbs and supplements and vitamins, things like that. So, and I've got yarn on my nose. So he's into all of that. And I thought, and he has things on a table, on the counter, and on the island. And I thought, that would be so nice to get him a cabinet, have it delivered, and let him put all his things in there that he wants. And then he's got a cabinet for his cups and whatnots that he needs in the cabinet. So I mentioned it to him, and at first, we were talking about it, and then he decided he wanted to wait because he's going to build shelves in there, and he builds beautiful things. So I thought, well, I'm just gonna forego that notion that I had. So I think the money will be fine. I'm just gonna give him the money and a card. I have the card, and that way he can get what he wants to. And if you see me keep looking down and pushing, I have the 2 littles, and they're licking my knee during my pants. So, and I'm gonna, for some reason, I'm just not happy with the camera. I should have done this before I started. I know. I get so cracked up at people that get on there and fix their hair and look at their makeup and all that, and I'm thinking, turn your camera on, look at yourself. I know what I look like before I hit record. Anyways, what is everybody up to, and what are your plans for Christmas? Where are you going? Are you going on any trips? Bixby says hello. Mickey says hello. That's little Mickey. And this is Bixby. Are you going on trips, or you going to do fun things over the holidays? I would love to go Christmas light looking. And okay, fillers. Okay, little fillers. Okie dokie. Smokies. I would love to go see Christmas lights, but I'm not sure, what we're going to do. I know Christmas Eve we're going to Moss, Tennessee, to our friends. That's when we're going to celebrate the Christmas. My son and I have had a tradition for many years. And Seven just decided he wanted on the couch, and so he's shook the camera. Nikki's wanting sugar from his nanny. Oh, it's tiring. I've had a long day. Tradition. Seven says hello. Seven, you want to look in the camera? No, he's not going to look right now. We had a tradition many years ago, probably 2007, 8, 9. Along with my mother, we would open our gifts and have our little celebration on Christmas Eve. Then Christmas Day, we kind of slept in and cooked and done all those things. So the last couple years, I know we went last year to Moss, Tennessee, and we're going this year. So it's going to be fun. Several are going to wear Christmas pajamas. So I have the pajama bottoms, and then I have a red shirt to go with it. So I may look like Santa Claus by the time I get there. I don't know. But it'll be so much fun. We're going to have a baked potato bar. And we're going to have the baked potatoes and then all the fixings that you want to put on your baked potatoes. And then I'm not sure dessert-wise what we're taking. I'm hoping we'll stop and get something along the way. And then I've got several things to go on the potatoes along with what they already have. There's a whole group of us. I think last year there were like 30-something maybe. I believe there was right at 30 people there last year, so we had a big time, and we're gonna have games and just open gifts. They drew numbers. Sorry, something made a noise outside. That's what I'm spooked. I wish you could see what I'm seeing. I need one of those things that I can turn it around and let you see. Seven's all the way up in the window looking out. But anyways, we're gonna... And Mickey's the loudest one, and it's the smallest one. That's Mickey. Now Seven, the larger one, has a high-pitched. So, yeah, this is the story of my life. We started with Gracie many years ago. We called it her fake sightings, because all at once, no matter where she was at in the house, she would bail her out and run to the living room and look out the window like somebody was attacking us. And 9.5 out of 10 times, there was nothing. So these can hear our neighbor, a car. There's a liquor store down there. They hear people down there, the doors and the music and stuff. Oh, it wears you out. I've been having to crate the boys at night because of Sophie and her cone and her trying to get peace when she sleeps. But I'll probably stop. Although it's fairly peaceful because when the lights go out, they know it's bedtime. But I'm hoping if I transition them back into sleeping with me at night, they'll behave and they'll sleep good. Oh, another gift. Oh, let me ask you, what are your Christmas traditions, and what do you do Christmas? Do you celebrate Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, the weekend? Like I said, for years we celebrated Christmas Eve, and so it worked out that that's when we're going to Moss, Tennessee, and I'm so excited. I didn't go Thanksgiving. I worked my normal time that morning, but I'm going Christmas, so that'll be fun. I'll enjoy it. I always enjoy getting to be with, they're like our family. They're an extension family. They live way out there, and I miss them. You know, you don't get to interact with them except by phone, and I miss seeing them and being with them. So it's going to be exciting to get to be a part of the group this time. But I wanted to show you another gift. My son paints, and so he had these printed up with his name on them, and he gave it to me. Now this thermos is absolutely wonderful. He had bought me a raw steel probably 5 years ago, and I use that thing all the time. It's bent where I've dropped it. The paint's coming off the outside where I've scratched it and washed it so much. But I have loved it because it keeps things, you know, whatever I put in there, if I put ice in there, it keeps it. The other day, I had it 2 days and 2 nights. I had ice in it, and that was awesome. The last couple of days, I've not been filling it up as much with ice, so it's not, I mean, there's still ice in there, obviously, but the more ice you put in, the colder it stays and the longer the ice stays in. But I'm loving it. And this one is so nice because it has the straw. I don't have to take the lid off. My raw steel, I have to take the lid off, which is fine. But I have thoroughly enjoyed this one. And I love my raw steel. I like that better than my Yeti. A friend bought me a Yeti 2.5 years ago. And it leaks out the lid. If it's turned over, it leaks. And first pop, the magnet flew off. I dropped the cup in the kitchen, the magnet flew off. And I still, to this day, have not found the magnet. I had to order new magnets. But I think it stuck to the bottom of the stove or the refrigerator. So, anyways, I like it, and what I've got to where I do now is I put my coffee in there first thing in the mornings. That way I don't spill it trying to get from the kitchen in here with them, and it's a big Yeti, and so I just put my cup of coffee in there, pour it in there, and then I can take it outside. And oh, it's been a long week already. We're just on Wednesday, but I hope everybody's doing well, and please leave me comments where you're going, what you're doing, what you're working on, what you're making. Are you making gifts for Christmas? I have some beanies over there to give for gifts. I've got one that I've still got to mail. It's hard for me to get to the post office without a vehicle, and I have to make a van appointment 2 days ahead of time, and I meant to do that today so that I could go Friday to the post office. I did not do it. So I'm hoping Saturday before the post office closes, I can get my son, if he's home, he'll gladly do it. But sometimes he works 6-7 days a week. So I'm hoping if he's home, I can get him to take that and mail it. It goes to my little cousin that lives out of town. I believe that's all I have for my little video. I'm sorry I don't have any crocheting to show you much except that beanie. I've got to get busy on that. I need to do those. I would like to have them done by Monday. I've got to find out from my son if they're going to work next week. If they're not going to work next week, then I'll have to have this done by Friday. He's got 2 guys that work for him right now. So, and then he has some that fills in when he needs them. So I'm gonna make at least 3 to start off with. I've got 2 skeins. 1 skein should make 2 beanies. So I've got enough to make 4. And then I've got to get some more of that. I love that. I've got a cousin that lives in New York that she has requested a certain type of beanie. So I had to order the yarn. And I was disappointed. Amazon said like the 29th of December to a certain day in January. So now it's going to be in January before the yarn gets here. And it's Red Heart Super Saver. But the reason I ordered it through Amazon is, you know, the no shipping. So anyways, I'm just hoping, and we're having a disagreement in my lap. We have one in the floor and one on my lap. I may need you to send help. But yeah, that's the custom one that I'm doing. It will have a pom-pom out of yarn, and I think I may have shown them the pom-pom maker the last time. I ordered the pom-pom makers, and I've got 4 sizes, and I was so excited. Dustin's little girlfriend had to show me how to use it because it doesn't look like the ones I've seen on YouTube. So it will be fine. Once I learn how to use it, I'll enjoy it. But then it's got buttons, and then it's got the pom-pom, one pom-pom. So I'm excited to do it, and I'm hoping she'll like it. But that's the only custom one I've got right now. I sort of cut my beanie making off for everybody else on the 16th. And we're having a big disagreement. Now we've pulled Mickey into the equation. So it's always exciting. It's yeah, we had this going on a lot here lately. It's you know, it's not dull. You're not bored. You just sometimes need Band-Aids and help. So I was fine on Band-Aids a couple of days, and then one of them got me there. They don't mean to, but like when they're trying to jump up on you. And we do keep my son keeps their nails trimmed, but I think because I'm old, my skin is thinner than what it used to be. And it wears you out. I said I keep Band-Aid companies in business, so they may have to start kind of, you know, giving me reimbursements or something. Anyways, I keep saying I need bubble wrap, but they just, well, it would take them a while, wouldn't it, to burst all the bubbles in the bubble wrap. But I'm going to get off from here. You've had enough excitement for one evening. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. I probably won't be on until maybe right after Christmas, unless there's something exciting that will be of interest. It's always excitement around here, but we did have a small storm today. Thankfully, you know, we didn't have any damage. It was just thunder and lightning, rain, a lot of rain, which I'm thankful for. But I'm going to say bye and wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, stay safe, be kind, and check on neighbors and friends. And I love you all dearly. Bye-bye.